Usually when we're calculating the price of a security or the yield of a security, we assume that the coupon payments are made at equal intervals. However, sometimes there are an odd first payment or an odd last coupon payment. And Excel has some functions that deal with this. And so the first one I want to show you is called odd F price. So this is the case where the first coupon date doesn't match up with the rest of the dates. So you have an odd first date. So you have these inputs here: settlement date, maturity date, when the security was issued. So settlement date is when you take possession of it. Maturity date is when it matures. This is when the bond was issued. Okay, you didn't buy it when it was issued, you bought it slightly after that, okay, a few weeks after that. Okay, the first coupon date, the percent of the coupon or the coupon rate, the yield, and the redemption value. The frequency can be 1, 2, or 4. You can have different frequencies for the payment of coupons. So you could have it annually, you could have it semi-annually, you could have it quarterly. Here I have it as 2 for semi-annually. And basis has to do with how we count in the calendar. So 0 has to do with a 30-day month and a 360-day year, and that's how we do it in the U.S. Okay. The other ones deal with, and then there's one that does the 30-day month and the 360-day year using the European basis, which is a little bit different. And then there are two other ones that are actual and actual number of days in the month, actual number of days in the year, or actual number of days in the month, actual number of 360 days, etc. So we'll just use the US version of 0, 360, 360. So this function here is odd F price. So for first price, F price. And then you just put in these inputs, okay? Ask for settlement date first, and then a comma, and then the maturity date, and then you just put these variables in, each separated by a comma. And we'll see what we get. And then here you can see we have basis, and we get $109.11. Does that make sense? Yes, the yield has gone down. It's below the coupon rate, so the price should be above the redemption value. So that makes sense. So this function deals with this odd first coupon date. If you want to calculate the yield with, again, this odd first coupon date, you can use odd F yield. And again, you have these variables to put in, okay, settlement date, maturity date, etc. And again, we'll just put those in, odd F yield. And again, settlement date, and all of these are separated by a comma. And then put in the first coupon date, the percent coupon, we put in the price, the redemption value, again, frequency, I'm doing this as semi-annually, and then here basis, here they show you down here, you may not be able to see it too well on your screen, but the first 0 is 30 days US, 30 days and 360-day year for the US. 1 is actual, 2 is actual 360, 3 is actual 365, and 4 is the European 360. And we'll put in this one here. And here we get 3.94% as this odd first yield. And again, this makes sense because the price is above the redemption value, so the yield had to go down. Okay, you can also have an odd last coupon, and so there's a function called odd L price. And again, you put the same variables in here, except it's the last coupon date you're putting in, and then it'll do the calculation for you. So odd L price. And again, let's put these values in. And we'll see what we get. Frequency. And we see that the yield went up, so we should expect to get a price that is below the redemption value. And sure enough, we do. Interest rates have gone up, and so the price has gone down to $98.09. And then finally, the odd yield is, again, odd last yield, so odd L yield. And again, you just put the variables in, and it does the computation for you. Okay, so settlement date, maturity date, last interest date, percent coupon, price, redemption value, frequency, and basis. And because the price has gone down, we would expect the yield to be above 3.75%. And sure enough, it is 4.33%. So these are quite easy to use. So if you have this sort of odd first or last coupon, you can take advantage of this function in Excel.